All right, let's have a look at ChatGPT. I'm going to talk about a new feature, a beta feature in ChatGPT called Sites. I've had a lot of questions about this, and we're going to answer a few of your comments. So, what is Sites? Well, Sites is pretty cool. This is simply where you do voice interaction to create a website. So let's have a look and see where it is. So you'll see this is my ChatGPT. You'll see that I have ChatGPT Plus. Now it's only available on ChatGPT Plus and Pro users. It's not available on the free plan. But if you come down here and you see this more on the left side, we're going to click this, and here we have Sites. Click this, and we're going to bring it up. Now, you'll see that I have a site created, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But to create a site, you just come over here and click Create. Now, the thing about ChatGPT Sites is you don't enter any information in manually. It is all done through voice commands. Now, I did one simple voice command. Let's look and see what the site was that I created, or ChatGPT did. So now you have to understand that I've been using ChatGPT since it came out. I do all our planning for Tech for Senior. I do everything in ChatGPT. So ChatGPT knows who I am, and it knows all the functions of our show and our organization. So I simply asked ChatGPT, hey, make a website. That's all. I said, make a website, 4 words, and guess what happened? It came up, and here you have it. You'll see see our website. It's got all sorts of interaction stuff, and it came up, and bingo, here we are. And we can publish this as a website. This is a new feature in ChatGPT. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Today I want to talk about ChatGPT's new feature, ChatGPT Sites, and compare it a little bit to Google Sites, which I use to create our Tech for Senior website. So let's have a look at this new ChatGPT feature, which has been out since, I guess, about July of this year. So it's been out probably about a couple of months. Most of you should have that if you have the Plus or Pro plans. It's not available as a free plan. So let's see what this actually is. So what if you could create a complete website simply by describing what you want? That'd be pretty cool, eh? So let's introduce ChatGPT Sites, OpenAI's new AI-powered website builder, and, this is important, hosting service. What we're going to do is explain how this compares to Google Sites and what might be some similarities and differences. We're going to look at which is easier, which produces a better website, and which one you should choose. So let's have a look at ChatGPT Sites. In ChatGPT Sites, you can create and host regular websites, interactive tools, dashboards, web apps, simple games, and you begin with a conversational prompt. That's all. Just go, as I showed you before, enter in a conversational prompt, what you want, and it's going to create the website for you. Now, ChatGPT builds the design, navigation, text, and functionality. You make changes by continuing the conversation. Make text larger, use stronger contrast, and add a page for Chromebook tutorials, or whatever you want to put in there. You do it all just through your voice. ChatGPT can preview, revise, and publish the finished site. Published sites receive a secure web address that you can certainly share. You can send it over to a hosting site if you have one, and it will work either way. Now, ChatGPT Sites is currently a public beta for eligible paid plans. Availability depends on your plan, location, and workspace settings. It is not available on the free or Go plans at launch. Now, before putting a lot of time and effort into ChatGPT Sites, I'm going to suggest a huge whoa, hold on. This is really a beta testing software, and we have no idea where ChatGPT is going with this. Currently, it's not free. So if you're going to use the Plus plan, that's going to be $20 US a month times 12, you got it, just around $250 a year. Whereas Google Sites is entirely free. So there is a cost to this. And in addition, we don't know what this is ultimately going to look like or who's going to be involved with it. For example, what happens if you build your site, you have it running for 6 or 8 months, and then you decide that you don't want to keep paying ChatGPT? Maybe you want to use Gemini. So what happens to your website that you have published and everyone using on ChatGPT Sites? Well, I posed that question to ChatGPT, and they didn't know the answer. In other words, that sort of stuff hasn't been worked out yet. This is very early on. So I think ChatGPT is interesting. We'll talk a little more about it, but I'm certainly going to recommend that you hold off on that now until we get more information and see how this all plays out. As you know, in these AI chatbots that we have, they change awful quickly, and so let's just keep that in mind. Now, I've made a video about Google Sites. It's called Building a Website in 3 Minutes. I'll put the link down below, but it is a video that completely describes how to set up a Google site. Okay, we're going to be making a website with Google Sites. The first thing we have to know is how to get there. Well, we're in my Chrome browser in my test account, and I'm going to show you how to get there. All right, so the first thing you can do is you can just type in sites.google.com and you will get to Google Sites. That's where you want to go. But if you're in your Chrome browser now, let's come up to this little 9-dot menu here. We're going to click this and we're going to look for Google Sites. And we're going to come along here and we're going to look and look and look. And we're going to come all the way down here. And we're going to look at all these little icons here, right? Come all the way down and you don't find Google Sites. And why is that? Well, because it's in Google Drive. So let's go over to Google Drive. Everybody that has a Google account will have this. So it's free. You'll be able to make the site in under 3 minutes. I'm going to show you how to do that. And let's find Google Sites. We're going to come to Google Drive. Click Google Drive. And this brings up our menu here. And we're going to come over to the left side. And we're going to come up here to New. And let's click on New. And here we are. And we're going to come down. We're going to see all the software that you have in Google Drive. And we're going to click the little more here. And here is Google Sites. There we go. Let's click it and see what happens. Google Sites is better if you want just a straightforward information website. It's similar to what we have with Tech for Senior. I've used Google Sites for years. If your files are already in Google Drive, it makes it so easy. If you want help editing the site, multiple people can be involved in it. If you prefer direct control over every page, such as I do, because I go in and I update our website with our newsletter or shows we do, I'm always changing things and changing each page. It makes it so easy to do because I have control over each page. And you don't need advanced or app-like features. All those make Google Sites really advantageous, plus it's entirely free. It also hosts your site free and is HTTPS. So if you want to learn how to use Google Sites, I'll put the link down below in the description, and you can have a look at that and play it. It's good. I think it's a good video, and you'll enjoy it. So let me just digress for a moment. We get a lot of calls from various organizations, often computer clubs at Tech for Senior, from people who are very frustrated. Often they have with their organization a mailing list. The mailing list has been going out for years, and someone involved in their organization is using the mailing list. Now, there is often involved a website. The website many times is being run by someone who died or left the club or something like that, and now nobody knows how to access the website. It was all built on systems that were really old and makes it hard to change or access. Plus, there often is very little interest in an organization to manage the website. There's often frustration because you have, of course, a mailing list and a website. Now, before heading off and using ChatGPT or even using Google Sites, something you should consider are two products, these not sponsored, but the first one would be MailChimp. I've used MailChimp for 10 years now. I used it before they had a web building service or a hosting service as well built into their site. And so if you have a mailing list and you want to build a website, you can easily, by using a product that really does both, they will integrate the two and make it so easy for you. So I guess what I'm saying is before you charge off doing ChatGPT or doing Google Sites, think about maybe MailChimp, because it's easy to do your mailing list, but it also integrates it all into a website and makes it very easy to build, and it's sort of all together. Now, the other product you might want to look at is a company called ℏ𝕝𝕅, BEEHIVE, ℏ𝕝𝕅. ℏ𝕝𝕅 is the up-and-coming MailChimp. They're doing some pretty cool things at ℏ𝕝𝕅. And again, you can create your website, and then you also have your mailing list, and the two integrate well. And so those are two products you might consider if you have an organization and you have two requirements, but this will sort of make them integrated into one. I think the results are pretty good. All right, let's go back and play around with ChatGPT Sites. I'm back in my web page now that I built. Let's add a page. Now, because of my voice input coming through my microphone, I'm not going to be directly inputting this into the ChatGPT, so I'm going to be typing it in. So I'm going to say add a page about genealogy. So it says I'm using the site's building skill to add a genealogy page to ℎ4Senior and preserve the site's existing look and navigation. So we'll see what it does. So in order to add the genealogy page, it took a long time. You didn't see that, but I fast forwarded it for you so you didn't have to sit through that. But it took a very long time, and I suspect would be frustrating if you had a large site. Anyway, it's something interesting. This has just come out. It's in beta. Have a look at it. Have some fun with it. My advice would be to hold off on it seriously for a little while till we find more about it. But it is fun to play with. Ron Brown with ℎ4Senior. Don't forget to watch the video, the 3-minute website that I made a few months ago. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it, and I'll put the link below. Till we see you again, have a great day.